gameplay, it's just kind of staccato. It'll be normal, it'll be normal the same, and kind of the same Zero Suit stuff, and then it'll just explode out of nowhere with a huge hit.
And Dabuz very much like a legato player, you know, it's smooth, static kind of, but just flows, you know, just very calm and like a river. Yeah, Mars is totally the opposite of that. He always used to use the tag hamster, which I thought was so funny.
Yeah, what was that?
It just describes his playstyle so well. You ever try to like play with a hamster? There's like, oh, I'm running away. I'm going to crawl all up you. Like, oh, let me go on my wheel. You know, like, dude, hamsters are nutty, and that is the definitive attribute of Mars's style, is that he's just so nuts.
That's a good adjective. We have a few adjectives to be able to talk about as commentators. He is aggressive, flashy, technical, mobile, and nutty. That's a good one for that last one.
Yeah, and now Kamemushi is going to have to get his first taste of this truly insane American Zero Suit. I don't believe he's ever met with Nairo in bracket either, so this is like, you know, you might be used to playing Choco, who I think plays a little bit slower and more methodical than these guys. Yeah, but Mars and Nairo are a totally different breed, so he's getting Mars right now.
Kamemushi, no slouch himself, the EVO 2016 second place finisher. He's gotten first at a few Japanese tournaments as well. Definitely on the come up in terms of Japanese results. Excellent back air there, almost sealing it away. And for a character that can sometimes have difficulty killing like Mega Man, Kamemushi finds ways to make it work.
Yeah, a lot of Metal Blade related setups, but also can just get the job done with his moves regularly. Okay, actually picks up that punish on the block forward tilt. Kamemushi with a lot of momentum here, but 72%, you can never feel too comfortable against this character. All it takes from her is neutral air or up air into one of her special moves, and certain death is on the way.
Yep, that boost kick so potent. Mars definitely a purveyor of that that Zair. He uses it a lot more than Nairo. You see him use it in a lot of instances. Kamemushi with the forward throw.
Yeah, the Zair is something that I would strongly advocate for Zero Suit players to start messing with. And I definitely noticed that Nairo started using it more once Mars rose to prominence. Though Kamemushi, talking about characters or people changing the metagames.
Oh, yeah.
This guy completely reinvented Mega Man. Like, we've seen Scat plenty in the United States, and we were like, wow, this is insane. Mega Man is good. And then this guy comes to EVO, second place champion. And, I mean, just everyone's world was rocked, so Mars might be on that list now. I don't believe these guys met at EVO, like I was saying before. So here's his first chance to slay the legend from Japan.
And that's one of the things, is that Mega Man is such an unconventional character and such a weird matchup. You talked about it before, about the fact that he kind of makes you play his game. Zero Suit can kind of struggle in that way unless you can get those weird up B kills. And one of the things that we talked about a lot yesterday in doubles, Mars is not shy of pulling the trigger on that boost kick, which could both help and hurt him.
I'm very surprised, by the way, that after Mars whipped that up B, Kamemushi just went up and I think
forward air.
Back air? Yeah, forward air,
He
could have just charged a down smash or go for the walk-up Shoryuken, but either way, he's going to get it done the hard way and still take this first game. Got the crowd going nuts, and this isn't even the American on the stage.
Yeah.
Kamemushi, definitely a crowd favorite.
Yeah, he's just so much fun to watch. I mean, against pretty much any, you know, player. You don't really have a boring matchup with Mega Man because of the way, like we said, he forces you to play his game. So no matter what, you're watching Mega Man play. Yeah,
you get reduced to a Robot Master boss whenever you're playing against him. And I think it's kind of funny, like, I think it was Sky who has this term, like, he calls players Mega Man bosses. I think he calls himself a Mega Man boss, where it's like, I'm so hard to beat, but then when you figure out my one weakness, it's over.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like Kamemushi dissects his opponents in a fashion very true to his character and the native game.
Absolutely.
For Mars so far, I think it's really just been about how unable he is to deal with the pellets up close. Zero Suit, you know, she has some out-of-shield options. She's got up tilt and up B, but those are a little high risk. You know, there's a lot of end lag on both of those moves. So she definitely struggles to respond to characters like Mega Man, who could be mobile and produce tiny little hitboxes that just halt her master plan.
Sure. And I think that we're seeing a lot of American players kind of come to this tournament with more answers against that. Yesterday in doubles, we saw Zero actually using Diddy's barrels just kind of out of nowhere, and it seems like, why would he do that? Well, it's because when he gets hit by the pellet, the barrels go flying and can potentially hit him. Wow, at the boost kick!
What am I witnessing, Coney? What am I actually looking at?
Boost kick getting launched up by that tornado. Mars getting the stun into the forward smash. Didn't charge it quite enough, barely living off that. Right now, Mars has come alive in the second game of the set. Kamemushi with about a 60% difference.
Yeah, I still, Kurogane the Hammer, man, you're going to need to check your weight figures, because when I saw Mega Man is 102, I was like, wait, really?
That's wild.
No way. this guy lives forever and ever. But he's also a super fast faller, so it's hard to kill him off the top. That's probably what it is. But, yeah, no, I'm sure his data's right. No shots for real. Either way, Kamemushi. Oh, no, is it going to blow up? Oh, I thought the crash missile might have killed Mars.
Yeah, I thought it might have stage spiked, but not quite. Surprised he was making it all the way back. It looked like he was too low, but he's able to recover, even after going that low for the boost kick. That's why the flip kicks.
This is the kind of fierceness that Mars is notorious for. I mean, you just don't get a second to breathe when you play against this guy. You get off stage, he sticks to you like glue even still.
He's all over you.
Okay.
Grab. He's going to forward throw, go into the edge guard situation. Watch the Z drop. There it is. He keeps doing that. So he has the metal blade in his hand, so it looks like he can't do an aerial without throwing that. But he'll just do a quick Z drop into the back air, and that's how he gets so many of his kills.
Yep, all the experts of the item characters have really been adding that to their game in the past few months. Like the Z drop into aerials. I see Angel do it all the time with Diddy, Kameme with Mega Man, etc. I mean, it's essential to have access to your full moveset while also holding that item that makes you so dangerous. And look at the pellets just cutting right through the paralyzer.
Yep.
Might have been the arm cannon, but still.
So there's the up air, and you see him do that whenever a different aerial isn't safe. It just provides a lot of shield pressure, so you would think that he would go for like a back air there, kind of spaced out, but instead he falls through with the up air. So smart on his part. Yeah,
he just ate half of Mars' shield in one shot with the tornado. But now Kamemushi has quite the situational disadvantage here, having to come down all the way from the skies against Mars. What? That was just a footstool. That wasn't even the real one.
It happened again right there. He got the footstool once more on the left side of the stage. Kamemushi falling right into it. And really, it didn't look like that was provocated at all. He just kind of wound up there somehow.
Mars looking like the dunk master. Maybe Shaq should have sponsored this guy.
Get that man on RNG. That was a good pickup from Denial, man. Denied them the Shaq pickup of Mars. I like that. So, guys, this is going to be the first time Mars and Kameme more experience in the ZSS matchup than Mars does versus vice versa. And again, that's one of the things that we talked about. I mean, I think there, and correct me if I'm wrong about this, but I think that there is a Rhode Island Mega Man by the name of Matty G up there.
Yeah, he's, I think, Massachusetts, but either way, he is New England. The thing is about Matty G, though, I'm pretty sure he doesn't come out to tournaments all that much.
Oh, he's a Wi-Fi guy?
Extremely strong. Yeah, like, really good player.
I was just wondering, trying to go out on a limb, hoping that Mars had some level of experience against Mega Man, but it looks pretty, new to him. It looks like he's slowly figuring it out, if that last game was any indication.
Look at this man, Kamemushi's shield pressure. Like, you just are always safe when you're playing like this.
Yeah.
So mobile, so many different hitboxes coming out. But Mars, he's learning this on the fly, and he's doing a darn good job of it,
Absolutely.
Man. To even take a game from this guy the first time you played a Mega Man of his caliber is pretty impressive in its own right. But what you really got to do is take the set.
Absolutely, especially with the tournament this stacked. You do not want to head into losers.
So much on the line for these guys in their very first ever meeting. It's kind of poetic, man. It's like, hey, dude, we literally just sat down together for the first time, but I'm sorry, I have to destroy you. Yep. And Mars gonna be the one to get the first point on the board in Game 3 here. This was basically the tiebreaker stock, but he needs the tiebreaker game, of course.
Definitely. He gets that boost kick all the way at the top of the screen, the Zero Suit special. Always love seeing that happen. Kamemushi with the forward throw off stage. There's the Z drop, but Mars taking a second, but still he jumps into the back air. We've got a one-stock situation.
So many times, Mars has just poked his head the littlest bit above the edge, and that back air is right there waiting for him.
Just excellent spacing on Kamemushi's part.
Oh, I think that was an error. The direction he threw the metal blade in, probably meant to go straight down, but either way, able to just pick it up and keep the pressure flying here. Mars very safe with these neutral airs. One of the hardest moves to punish on block because it has so much range and shield stun. Uh-oh.
Few up airs coming out. Kamemushi gonna land accidentally. I don't know if he wanted to do that dash attack, but it worked out favorably for him.
Just keeping Mars at bay with pellets now. Almost an even game, but still a couple percent in favor of Zero Suit Samus. Nothing groundbreaking, but either way, it just signals to Kamemushi in his head, like, I've got to go in. I have to initiate, or at least cause damage from afar.
Yep. Just opts to throw that metal blade. There's the back air again. That wall shots. He tries to shoot out the down air, basically just a little bit off stage. Is able to escape from it. 20% difference. Mars trailing just a bit, but he gets the grab into the up air.
Okay,
does
very
not
smart.
Go for the up air. That's
just
so smart.
Backs off. Doesn't want to bite off more than he can chew. Oh no! But lands in a heap. No tech whatsoever. Oh, that was risky plays from both players right there.
Scary. Kamemushi at 114 stands up into the stunner. It's not going to happen. You got to wonder if Kamemushi's looking for some kind of setup. You know he's known for those footstools. He's not happening yet. Not again! Not again! Oh my god, that is the third time in 2 games he's fallen to that. I don't know what it is.
How's it feel, Kamemushi? Getting your head jumped on.
I don't know what it is about that character that, like, Mars is just finding these setups to get that over and over. He's just continually going super low. I don't know if it's because Mega Man, you know, they use their first jump first, and then they try to use that up B to snap to the ledge, and he's just reading on that. I'm not quite sure, but he's always ready for it.
I'd say one of the biggest problems with the recovery from Mega Man is that there's just no hitbox. Even though he can save his jump and kind of mix it up a little bit, it's like, what does Mars have to fear realistically? There's basically no risk in going for something like that. And plus, there's such a huge window on Zero Suit's down B to land the footstool. Like, landing the kick is more precise, but that pretty much, it's like autocomplete. Okay, Kamemushi, though, still a lot of juice left in the tank here.
He's going to have to pull something out. Like I said, we haven't seen any of those world-famous, you know, footstool setups just yet. Seems like it's hard to hit on Mars, though, just because he's such a mobile, kind of bursty player. Always in the air. It seems very difficult to pull off something like that.
One thing I definitely am curious about is how there have been literally 0 down tilt from Mega Man in this, this set. Not that I think that's a particularly broken move or anything, but just like Clouds, you know, it low profiles you. You could get under some aerials, catch landings. It has a lot of active frames to catch defensive actions too.
Yeah.
So I think particularly Zero Suit is one of those matchups in which that would be really useful.
I feel like he might be able to, if he pulled off something like that. Mars is doing a lot of just kind of short hop nair. If he catches a retreating one, he might be able to pick it up at the very end, like you said.
Right.
Good back air from Kamemushi. Not enough to kill just yet. Mars in a defensive situation, but answers back with that jab.
Yeah, Mars definitely not a player who seems uncomfortable on defense. So I think it's going to take a lot to shake this guy up. If anything, he's just stirred, not shaken. Oh, here we go. Yes, Mars taking the first stock of the match. This is game point for him. Pretty much only needs to get one more kill on Kamemushi, and then he'll have defended this house, this very large one, from Japan's biggest threat. Or at least Japan's highest placing Evo contender, which officially makes him the biggest threat on paper.
So right now, Mars at 138. He's got to watch those back airs. You know that that's the most reliable kill option for Kamemushi right now. As long as Mars can avoid that, he's going to be in a great position to take this set. There's the boost kick. Right now, Kamemushi already at 50%. He is reeling.
A back throw near the edge could possibly be Kamemushi's trump card here, but Mars shows no signs of letting that happen. Oh, he actually just cornered himself as I said that. Never mind. I was thinking, like, he's so strong at holding down the center stage.
Yeah. I mean, in Smash, things can change in an instant.
That's
why we play the game. There's the back air from Mars. Goes to the flip kick.
Oh, my God.
He's so aggressive, always in your face, even in a position where it looks like he should just chill on the stage, but he can sometimes fall for situations like that. Kamemushi just running up with the up smash. You hear a lot of support from the crowd for Mars.
Uh-oh. That was the Mars special right there. The up air, wait for your air dodge with down B, and then kick you in the face, but only the third part didn't work out there.
Yep.
Either way, Kamemushi, let's see how resilient this guy is. He's definitely made crazier comebacks in his career. We can estimate that much.
And look at all of this percent he's tacking on with just a few grabs. Mars slowly, you know, losing his lead. Oh no, there's the back air. Again, kind of like you said, kind of surprised he doesn't go for more of a damage setup or even like a footstool thing.
Yeah, speaking of setups, man, that is exactly what Kamemushi has on his mind right now. Mars just has to do whatever it takes not to get hit by that. And honestly,
watch the back air. Oh, almost.
Oh, without the hands-on experience against a player like this, how do you know what to do to avoid those wacky setups that are like pretty much exclusive to him?
Exactly. Mars slowly trailing. No!
Oh, is that it? Game 5! I thought we were going to see the up tilt, but Kamemushi just had other plans.
Yeah, there's no reason to go for that. I don't know if that was a pivot grab or if he was expecting a roll, but Zero Suit's like, live by it, die by it, man. That grab is so, it's such a strong option, but it can be so detrimental sometimes in situations like that. And Mars just kind of gave that one away.
That was just a heartbreaker in so many ways, but at least that wasn't the game 5. You know, like I could deal with this being another game.
Absolutely, yeah.
But if it ended the set, that would have been unacceptable.
Definitely. There's some notable placings for Kamemushi. You'll notice the second at EVO 2016, first at Umebaro 25, And fourth at Umabara SAT.
Yeah, I mean, this guy overseas, complete beast. Over here in America, he's done very well as well. Second place at the largest the largest Super Smash Brothers tournament that's ever happened.
Yep.
2660 something. Just absolutely insane.
Yeah, and he's one of those players, kind of like Leo, that said, you know, I am one of the best players in the world. I will. Yeah. I think he said, I will win Evo, or I will beat Zero.
He said, I will win Evo.
Yeah.
And he almost did it. He got so close and beat Zero along the way.
Yep.
Yeah. So I love seeing that headstrong attitude from players like Kameme and MK Leo.
Yeah.
Two of, honestly, my favorite players in the whole world, but it doesn't matter. Mars is just all over it. Nair to down B, that's like the dreaded zero-suit combo that you never, ever, ever want to get hit by. Like
absolutely disgusting. He got him off stage again, and those down Bs have clinched so many stocks from Kamemushi. He's got to be a lot more careful off stage.
And you can tell Kamemushi's trying to bring up the heat now. He's playing a lot faster than he was on pretty much any of the other stocks in this set. But Mars able to just stop him cold as well. Like we said, he's able to play both sides of the field, offense and defense, pretty comfortably.
So now 86% on Mars. Not really in too much danger in terms of, you know, kill power for Mega Man. He's going to need something fancy to be able to clinch out this stock now. Mars going to take him up with that grab.
Kamemushi had an opportunity there. If he had just seen that grab coming and spot dodge, would have been Shoryuken City. But
that's one of the things about Zero Suit, man. She needs those grabs to rack on that percent early on.
I feel like he wanted up smash there. Just so happened to get dash attack by mistake. And is that going to kill him? No, it's not.
Excellent DI from Mars. And you got to wonder, in a situation like that, like, I feel like if you would have died, this set might have gone very differently. But still having this stock and having it available to tack on a little bit more percent is a huge boon for Mars.
Kamemushi making a very ambitious play to try to get those back throws on the top right platform. Didn't work out for him. Mars still kicking
back
here.
Air. Yep. Not going to fall into it. He does hit it, but he pops out. Mars in a very good position to take this set.
Oh, I thought Kamemushi was just going to get the grab to back throw right there, but no, he actually just rolled to center stage, playing it safe, I guess. But, I mean, this is the time where you need to take risks.
Back throw.
Yeah, okay, I was going to say, I think the back throw still will do it, but either way, he's got him with the Crash Bomber, just going to run away, waste out that invincibility. I love how you can stick that to people even when they're just respawned.
You know you can witch time people invincibility?
Yes.
That's wild.
Yeah, it is nuts.
All right, so 75% right now on Mega Man. He's going to take him all the way up.
There's
Kamemushi.
No, it's not!
It doesn't end the game. Kamemushi staying alive by the skin of his teeth. There's a little bit of damage on that back air. Footstooling off the metal blade. That must hurt.
That's it. Neutral air to back air. Mars popping off, and the crowd popping off probably even louder.
Yeah, I believe it. Kamemushi with a smile on his face, though. Giving it up to Mars in winner's bracket.
Wow. Japan falling in a pretty tough Game 5 there. Mars is looking so good,
He was on fire. In that Game 4, like we said, that would have been heartbreaking if that was the way that the set ended. But luckily for them, man, they were able to clinch it out. He was able to make it happen on that Game 5. Made the right adjustments. Got another kill with that down B yet again. I mean, Kamemushi just has to be more careful about stuff like that. That was really surprising that he was able to hit it that much.
And he just hugs it out with Nairo, transfer some of that zero suit power back and forth. You know, like, hey, Nairo, I know you got a match coming up, so got to transfer the energy. Man,